I hate common names. No, I'm not talking about Emily or Jake. Fine, Olivia or Noah. I mean common names of plants, specifically trees. A common name is what non-arborists, silviculturists, dendrologists, and botanists call a specific tree. These names, much to my chagrin, usually come about long before a tree has an officially recognized taxonomic binomial name, which is exactly the problem. Common names shaped certain groups of trees, separating conifers into pines, spruce, firs. I didn't forget about cedars. We'll get to them. Over time, these common names were considered accurate enough to become the labels of specific genera. Pinus the pine genus, Abies the fir genus, and Picea the spruce genus. But early science was all based on what scientists could observe, specifically with their eyes. And your eyes lie. They're lying to you right now. Can you see your nose? No? See? Your eyes are lying to you. Nature also likes to lie. Things like camouflage and mimicry are words tossed around when talking about animals. And that's nature lying to your eyes about what it is. Being part of nature means trees also like to lie. But DNA and evolution doesn't lie. So today, with our much fancier methods of observation, we can tell apart the tree's lies from the truth. One such notorious liar is the Douglas-fir. See that little hyphen? You probably didn't because you have me playing in the background, but I'll say it out loud for you then. Douglas-fir. What? Sounds the same? Exactly. If you couldn't already guess, the Douglas-fir, with a hyphen, is not a fir, but instead of changing the common name to something that it is, they just added a little hyphen and thought, yeah, that's not confusing at all. It gets worse. Douglas-fir is not this tree's only common name. Oh, no. It also has been reportedly called the Douglas spruce and the Oregon pine. Can you hear those hyphens? Because it's not a spruce or a pine either. So what do I think its common name should be? That's the worst part. This tree's taxonomic name is Pseudotsuga menziesii. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful, but we say rhododendron and cryptomeria all the time. But what is so terrible about this is the fact that Tsuga is the hemlock genus, yet another type of conifer. So Pseudotsuga means false hemlock, which, yeah, is better and less confusing than calling it a Douglas-fir. At least false is a word I can hear, but we're still talking about what this tree isn't. But so far, I've only been referring to one species of tree. There are 3 other named species within this genus, and usually a common name of a tree is the common name of the genus with a modifier, like white pine, which is a species of tree within the pine genus. So, these damned trees use Douglas-fir with the silent hyphen as the ding-dang species name. Bicone Douglas-fir with a silent hyphen, Chinese Douglas-fir with a silent hyphen, and Japanese Douglas-fir with a silent hyphen. What did this tree do to not deserve its own name? What sins could it have committed to not be worthy of a unique word to call its own? Tree who shall not be named. Well, I can't answer those questions. I can tell you what I've been working on here in the background. This is Cerci. She's the false alchemist, and she's based off the Douglas-fir with a silent hyphen. She's actually a sorcerer, but she pretends to be an alchemist to throw would-be attackers off their game, and to make them not think to counterspell her attacks. You can find her whole stat block, courtesy of Dichotomy Games, in the description below. Also, Cerci was actually created like 2 years ago now. That's including this piece of art you're seeing. So since then, she's gained a little friend Lit, made by Soup. Check out more of their stuff in the description as well. If you want to see more Unhinged Tree Rants, where you can hopefully learn a little something along the way, make sure to click that subscribe button and like the video. Oh, I ran out of time to talk about cedars. So you have to subscribe now and see when I go on a rant about those. Want more Pseudotsuga content right now? Go watch the video of me retelling how the tree got its iconic cones. But that's it for this video, so make like a tree and leave. See you next time. Oh, Christmas tree, what kind of tree could you be? Oh, Christmas tree, what kind of tree could you be? Noble balsam or Fraser fir, Douglas or white if you prefer. Though Douglas-fir is not a fir, a Christmas tree it could be. Airplane. I look really cute, don't I?